hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me get a few. Sorry, let me get a few just things out of the way. Then I'll hand the reins over to you, John.
Right,
so Tuesday,
we're it in. I was about to go. Welcome to Steam Steel Murder, Bert. Take it away.
We're back to our werewolf game. John's going to run us through some of the teams in the Alaskan city that we happen to be in. I think this is current time. Is this concurrent with our campaign?
Yeah, this is. I'm honestly, I'd guess that this is probably taking place like the night before, because one of the obstacles that's roaming around is cats on her her jog.
So somewhere close to our current timeline.
Plus minus a little less determinate because it's not actually the main cast, so it has less bearing on things.
So just before we get started into this, Massacre Grounds, my current Kickstarter for Weird Frontiers 0 level, written by Matt D'Amico. I had a hand in it myself, so I affectionately call it mine as well. Mine. Nah, Matt's a great guy and great author. It is currently funded. We have 14 hours to go, and we are really close to the first stretch goal, which is virtual tabletop usefulness, tokens, maps. So if you are much like us, getting our gaming fix on using virtual tabletops, it is a nice stretch goal to hit. So check that out. Link is streaming across the bottom of the screen right now, and I will drop it in the chat. And that's all I had. So take it away, John.
Alrighty. Welcome back to Steam Steel Murder, folks. Bert is starting to feel better, but I'm sitting. Yeah, I am apparently struggling to speak the English language. But yeah, so I'm running a little filler for us tonight, while a couple of people have to deal with real life stuff, and we get Bert back into the swing of things while he continues to recover from the plague of our times. So. All of our people have made local teams, trademark, who have been dared by their peers to go explore the spooky, haunted property with all those distressingly current missing persons cases, and the weird people on it, and the crazy old lady who may or may not be a witch. Oh yeah. And other assorted things you would expect to hear as a teenager being dared to explore a rural property that's been there for a long time.
What are you kidding, man? This is modern day. Teenagers today, we're going there to steal copper. Come on.
I'm sorry, where are we? Missouri?
I don't condone stealing. My mom would be very upset with me, and I would be grounded for at least a month. Probably longer.
She doesn't have to know.
You just tell her you did the B&E part. You don't have to tell her about stealing.
But I would know, and that she would know that I don't feel comfortable. I want to go home. I don't want to be here.
We need your tractor. Come on.
It's my dad's tractor. I swear, guys, if I get a scratch on it, he's going to kill me.
You got brothers and sisters. It's not much of a loss. Come on.
I'm an only child.
You won't know it.
Oh, I guess they screwed up too then.
Right. So, well, you could come at the property from the driveway. There's been this creepy guy in a car watching it whole time. But there's that old trail up through the woods north of it you could easily get in there from.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it funny.
Oh yeah, old Suicide Trail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go up that way. Come on, guys.
Admittedly, there will be the occasions where Bert has to name the things in his own setting, so...
I really don't think this is a good idea, guys. I mean, it's really cold and getting snow in my boot.
let's do the camera will zoom in and your character.
Bert, you just got really quiet.
How's that? Is that any better?
Yep,
I
That's
will
better.
swallow the microphone. I say, yeah. So this is where the cut scene comes in, where the camera zooms in on your character, Nick. His name appears on the bottom of the screen, and the dossier comes up. So who are you playing?
Hello, internet. This is Nick Rage playing yours truly, Finnegan Welch, the local town nerd, and the bullied individual by one Charlie.
Now the camera will pan over to Charlie, showing you the name of the dossier.
Hello, I am Slumber, and I will be playing Charlie. She is a snowboarder and Finnegan's bully, and 100% the reason he's here.
Bullied into it. Camera swings back to Randall. That's me, Randall Smith. I'm the local metalhead in this group. I got this sweet shed that it's all soundproofed. I get all the makings for a really cool band, but there are no cool people in this town. So I'm just, recording myself playing all the instruments because you all suck.
I had to kill my green screen because it kept almost crashing my camera. Now y'all get a nice view of the high-vis vest that sits on my door.
It's very high-vis.
Yeah.
That's very important for your safety.
I'm the guy with the safety degree who has to do a lot of walking at night. I have it for a good reason. I may be pale as shit, but that thing's even paler.
My mom makes me wear a safety vest and safety pants, very, very high res when I'm walking at night.
Where do you get? I'd like a pair, but where do you get the high vis safety pants?
I don't know. My mom got it for me.
He used to have to wear a helmet too, but we had an intervention with his mom, explaining to her that this is not a good thing.
I really want to push him in the mud right now.
Alrighty. So, of course, you're up by Old Suicide Trail, the not upkept one-time park service trail. I mean, it's still there. People still walk it. Usually on their way to, go use drugs. But,
Way too few suicides to actually, be named this. I think one happened in the 20s, and now the name stuck. I don't get it.
It's just because of all the slickness and the falling and the passing by the place with all the incredibly current missing persons reports. Yeah.
So are we gonna stand around, or are we gonna start walking?
Yeah,
I vote that we start walking, but we start walking back to town.
Why would we do that? We haven't stolen anything yet.
Well, it's called Suicide Trail for a reason. I don't think that it.
Look, the voice in the sky just clearly explained why it was called that. We're fine. Come on.
Yeah, you all would already. You're all local teens. You'd already have known that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, I'm a little off my game tonight, everyone. Thank you for covering for my ass, Bert. This is bleh. Okay. I need to be running games more often. I'm getting rusty. And I need to move the camera to this side. Apologies. Okay. Alrighty. So of course it's this imposing wall of, conifers. There's still three. There. This. Yeah, how to think of timeline. Yeah, it's Alaska. There's still snow. It's sad to remember. It is not the middle of summer in our timeline. we've been moving faster through the real world than the tabletop game has. Which has. I think I've come disconnected. Can you guys hear me still?
No, you're good. You're going.
Okay. Sorry. Oh no, Bert, you were just holding so still that I thought that your camera had frozen. Look, this is not the first time. Every time I've been at a table with Jeremy, it's happened at least once. Alrighty. Got an hour and a half to do this in. I need to get my shit together. Okay. So this imposing wall of, trees and some undergrowth, and it's dark. You can see though there's at least one well-trodden trail that leads up to this one.
Are there any lights on?
I mean, we established the suicide trail was at a pretty high elevation relatively. You could oversee the house. Yeah, you can see there are some lights on in that house. A couple of second-story ones. There's one light out of like a basement window well.
This place was supposed to be like abandoned. What the heck?
I think that's a sign that we should turn around and go home. There's
no, really. Like
people
there's
living
like
here.
some old lady that was living there. Like no one ever saw her. Like they thought she was dead for months because like no one saw her. Who are
I'm
these
sorry,
people?
did you say dead? She was dead?
Yeah, I mean, when you get old, you die. That's how it happens.
She isn't a ghost.
I'm gonna
is
burn
she?
out first. I'm never getting old.
Okay.
All right. Is there any dark spots down there? It's a big house, like top floor. They got any lights up there?
There's the most. I'd imagine that most of the lights are on that are on are like on second floor where like most of your bedrooms are. God, it's like a 3-story house with a little tower.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where everyone's characters sleep on it. Honestly, though, it's late enough at night that probably a lot of the characters are asleep. We I like to think that this could potentially be happening in the middle of the fever dream. So we know that most the only one actually, yeah, most there's just a few lights that are on, just upstairs and one in the basement. The front porch light is on.
It's probably just some people who beat us here.
Hey, look, we can go through that chicken paddock in the back there. Like chickens, they're like completely out of it at night, and they're like harmless. So we can go through like that chicken paddock back there, and look, all the lights are off. It's got to be very quiet though.
The chicken paddock is conspicuously just like lifeless. There's reflected
like
in
mortar round holes on the ground.
there's just this conspicuous like patch where there is no snow, there is no grass. You cannot see the light reflecting off of things. It's like it was just burned to the ground, and then the ground was salted for good measure.
Yeah, let's go there. Come on. Stop your sniveling, man.
Alrighty. So you're heading into the woods?
Yep.
Alright.
Against my better judgment, I am.
Look how you
Okay.
dress. You don't have judgment. Let's go.
But I'm very warm and very comfortable, and it doesn't matter if
Ugh.
the colors aren't right.
Did you have to wear the reflective tape tonight?
I promise. I
Drink
promised my
soda
mom
when
that
Bert is talking.
I promised my mom that I would never take it off. I have to keep it on.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind for certain roles I have to make later. Alrighty.
We made sure to always stand like a little further away from him, so like he's the target of anyone shooting.
Okay.
He's walking in front too.
So
I keep turning around every 5 feet to look at you because I'm really scared and I don't want to be up front.
Somebody give me a survival test.
I have
Shouldn't
that.
be me.
Anyone else have that?
I have
I do
0.
have.
Everyone who
Oh,
has
survival.
survival, give me a survival test. How about that?
All
Sure.
right.
What's the
And
difficulty?
I'm just gonna say. So you're trying to navigate through. As you come down from difficulty 6. So as you come down from the trees. Remember, you need to add in your appropriate stat, Bert.
Oh yeah, I did it. Okay. Yep, I
Is
see.
it intelligence or wisdom?
Yeah. So everyone who has survival can roll survival. Your successes will be totaled together.
If I don't have
success.
survival, do I roll anything or no?
You would just then you would not roll in this case if you don't have survival at all.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay.
2 successes total.
Yeah. Survival plus whatever stat you feel is appropriate to it. So then I love that I've just got the copy I made of Cat sheet up so I know what skills are what. Anyhow, brain. So you descend into the woods, and you've lost sight of the house. You've lost sight of your landmark, but between Randall and Charlie, they've got pretty good idea of the directions. You're navigating through, and you manage not even to step in the little to step in the running parts of the local creek, the little creek there, just going over the more solid ice and rocks. And as you're going along, you manage to find a. You come out on the edge of this little like it looks like a farm that's been left to go wild. Little farm plot with this old rickety cabin on the edge of it. As you're progressing through the woods, and I forgot to set up my sounds. And as you go, you hear just this sudden, like this screech from one of the trees, and this shape suddenly passes through the air above you. So I would like either an animal ken or a survival test from everyone, and your successes, or if not, will determine what I make you roll on your willpower test.
Could I just choose to scream?
You know what? Sure. You can just choose. You can just choose to scream.
I'm gonna drop to the ground. I'm gonna dive to the ground and I'm gonna scream.
And it's survival in what?
Survival or animal ken, and a wits or perception.
And difficulty?
We're gonna say 6.
Oh yeah, 3 successes.
2 successes.
Randall does not show fear.
Ah!
So did you hear that? There's that scream. Hold on, I'm rolling something quietly in the background. I'm gonna say that the two of you don't even need to roll a willpower test. It was an owl. It was an owl, a perfectly normal, everyday, ordinary owl. And Finnegan screamed and dumped himself into the snow.
Dude, it's just an owl. Like from that album, what was it? Bloody Intros, I think. That new Swedish death metal thing? Yeah, got that owl on the front cover with the talons. I mean, the cover's got some eyeballs in the talons, but that could be your eyeballs. Come on.
I don't want to lose my eyeballs.
Get up. I'm gonna pick Finnegan out of the snow.
I'm gonna shuffle to my feet. I'm gonna be jerking my head left and right, looking around. Is it gone? Is it gone? Are we safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just
I'm gonna take a look at the cabin. Did that cause anything, like any lights to come on or anything from him yelling?
Oh, the little cabin? No.
Okay.
You know that old. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to remind you of that. You'll have it. You have it in your notes somewhere. No, that little cabin. No, there's no lights. No lights whatsoever turned on. It's old. It's abandoned. You know, that thing may never have had electricity running to it in the first place.
I'll
Door's
check
a little
that place
askew.
out. Are we going to head over to the farmhouse?
Yeah. Come on. There might be some cool stuff there.
All right. I'm going to put my hand on the back of Finnegan and push him forward.
Just push him in.
All right, let's go.
Ugh.
I mean, if he's not going to go on his own.
I'm gonna stumble forward, still jerking my head left and right, looking for this owl.
Just all right.
Yeah. I'm
Just-
just shrug
you know-
through following.
You know what? I feel like being a dick. Give me a alertness perception test.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, to Finnegan.
Oh.
Finnegan, give me an alertness perception test.
What is the difficulty?
The difficulty. Let's camouflage. I'm gonna say it's difficulty 7.
Oh no, that's a big number.
All right.
I think
As
that
you
means
see,
that I would win a jackpot in Las
The
Vegas.
owl is in fact, you see it alighted on the ground, busy just ripping into some small unfortunate mammal. I'm guessing from Finnegan's personality, I'm gonna say give me a willpower test.
What's the
Difficulty. I'm gonna say this is also difficulty 6. Nah. If it was anyone else, it would be like difficulty 4. No, it's difficulty 6. Okay, you managed to hold it together. It's already got something it's ripping apart. You're fine. It's not going to eat you. It's eating that rat.
My face has turned kind of a pale shade of green. And I immediately turn away from it. I actually, is it? I'm gonna assume. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go like bustling away from it. Where are we going, towards the house? Is that where we're
Into
going?
the little cabin. The little cabin.
I'm gonna like hustle into this cabin to get away from this owl.
Mhm.
Oh,
The door creaks open. There's dust. There's a couple spots you can see a little bit of. There's some moonlight coming in through the window at the front. This.
Take out my cell phone and turn the flashlight on.
Yeah, good plan. It's just, this is an old, turn of the century, a century ago. Cabin, just, was built on the small farm plot. There is some tipped over bench, a few pieces of non-important furniture. And
Maybe it's a prospector's cabin, man. I hear like they hoarded their gold under the floorboards. Like there might be gold nuggets under here, or bodies. That would be cool too.
I think gold nuggets would be a lot cooler than bodies.
Man, I need a new album cover. Bodies would be awesome for that. Come on. I start
Real
trying to
quick question, Bert. You're the one who came up with this location. Is this where the bodies were dumped?
There's probably bodies. There's probably skeletons under here.
How far underneath?
We don't have the digging equipment. So.
You don't have the okay,
Yeah.
thank God. So you're
but I
not
am
able
able to start
dig
prying up floorboards. It's like, ah,
Yep.
man, it's solid under here.
Yeah. You know what? If someone wants to give me a difficulty 8 survival test, I'm assuming you can pry up floorboards, but
Yeah. So what do you want? Survival, you said?
survival with intelligence.
Not perception?
'Cause-
If I'm, okay,
Or
intelligence.
no, this is an oddly specific one.
No, that's fine. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 8.
Ooh, that's a big one. I am going to spend a willpower for 1 success.
Okay.
So I end up with 3 successes. Awesome.
So, about 20 years ago, that's 3 successes. So you'd get sometime about 20 years ago, the dirt under these floorboards was disturbed. That's about 3 successes worth of knowledge, I feel, on this. I
will
had to ask a very-
kick the frozen ground. It's like, damn, we didn't bring shovels. Why didn't we bring shovels?
Because we were exploring a haunted house.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
we should
we're
find
haunted.
shovels in the haunted house.
we're in his shed. There's probably shovels here.
Oh, man, you're right. I start tearing through looking for shovels.
Okay. So this cabin had at some time been fairly stripped down, I think, if I'm remembering right. Am I remembering right, guy who made this cabin?
Yep.
Okay. So other than like a bench that was left behind and some other pieces of furniture that were just built into the walls, there's not any like real things. But you're pretty sure that as part of like that whole set of buildings, you saw a tool shed further down toward the main. Oh my God, the frickin' shredders in the pool. This adventure just got more complicated. Yep. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, there's a tool shed for down near the house, and you're pretty sure you saw some gardening equipment leaned up against the garage, maybe. So,
you should probably check out the tool shed.
Yeah, me too. I'll hold the flashlight or the cell phone light.
All right.
okay.
I'll stay here and keep an eye out and make sure that nobody sneaks up on us.
Oh, you're so brave staying here alone, where near the haunted house by
You're hearing
yourself.
scratching
I'm
in the
gonna
walls.
jump.
You're hearing scratching in the walls.
I'm gonna jump next to Charlie, and I'm gonna grab Charlie's arm in like a death grip hug. Okay, you make a good point. I think I'll stick with you guys.
You can let go.
There's a little shine of eyes from the corner.
I close my eyes really tight, like in the way that I scrunch up my face when I do it. I can't let go. I'm too afraid to open my eyes.
All right, of course, as Randall swinging the light around, he sees it's a mouse. But
how are you this strong when you're terrified? I'm gonna begrudgingly drag him with me
Okay.
to the tool shed.
Alrighty. Give me a
peek
so
out
you're
of one
still-
eye.
It's a fair distance away, so you guys are gonna have to give me another survival test for that navigation.
Okay.
It's gonna be a difficulty 6 again.
Intelligence based.
This could be intelligence, perception, or wits, depending upon how you want to approach it. I feel that any of them could work.
I'll do perception this time. No successes.
2 successes.
Oh, luckily though, not a botch. Luckily.
Yeah. If it was a botch, I was gonna have some fun.
Actually, I'm slightly distracted I'm using my cell phone for the flashlight. Right, and I get a a message come across. It's like, no way, Filth's got a new album. Start looking at that.
Okay. So
Keep
all
the
right,
light on the
Charlie.
train.
Charlie luckily does. You manage to find your way as you're coming through, and you just narrowly avoid. Well, it's frozen over, but the duck pond. It's a duck pond. It's almost certainly. It's fairly new. And you are approaching, and between you and the tool shed, these you guys are rolling really well on your survival tests. I was expecting it to take a little longer to get to the house. But you find this between you and the tool shed as these burnt out, blasted wreck of a chicken coop.
Oh. Looks like someone set the coop on fire.
I wonder if it was like some kind of ritual. Like maybe they were trying to summon a demon here to make like a deal with them. Man, I wish I had chickens.
Or maybe a wolf got in and broke it, and maybe that wolf is still around, and maybe we should really turn around and go back home because it's really dangerous and scary up here.
No, look, like wolves don't do this kind of damage. Is that gunfire? Kicking around like bullet casings.
Bullet casings, craters in the ground.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks, these teenagers would not know what it looks like when an explosive goes off inside of a building and large enough to make it banana peel. But go poof, blown outward. It looks like this was a chicken coop that was scattered outward, and then the ground was burned. There's definitely pieces of a chicken coop, though.
I don't see any pieces of chicken, though.
Yes. You know what? Give me. Do you want to see any pieces of a chicken? Like, do you want to look out for it?
I'm scanning. I'm not looking extra hard.
Okay, so give me an alertness perception I'd say difficulty. Oh, it's black and bone on black. It's difficulty 7.
7?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
You see as you're coming up to the edge of this, like little blackened shard of bone, like this was definitely thoroughly torched, and there was definitely something with bones. It looks like the aftermath of like gas station chicken wings, but more carbon than normal.
Oh, sweet. We could tell them we found a bone in the house.
Yeah.
And it's super burnt. I don't think they'll realize it's chicken bone, probably.
Like, I'll take a few pictures. Like, yeah, this would make an okay album cover, but like, there's nothing in here worth anything, and like, this isn't like nearly metal enough. I mean, if it were like chicken carcasses and guts everywhere, maybe I could Photoshop them in.
I'm taking the chicken bone with me.
Let's move on. What else is there around here?
Yeah. So are you just crossing straight to the tool shed, or?
I think
there's the lights on. I think we should probably stay out any light.
Okay.
No, wait. Look, here's how you do it. I'll reach down. I'll pick up one of the spent brass cartridges, and I'll flick it and break the light. If it's that kind of light that I can do that too.
Flick it and break what light?
The bulb.
Oh, yeah, the porch light.
Yeah.
Give me what you feel is an appropriate test for throwing a spent cartridge at a light bulb.
Probably athletics. It's a dex shot probably because I got to be on target. Will you agree with
Yeah,
that?
it would be Dex and
Athletics,
um,
throwing.
athletics, throwing, and I could see a case made for if you have the appropriate martial art, armed martial art, like a melee test.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that as a melee test. All right, let's do that. Melee dex. What's the difficulty?
It's reasonably close range. It's a non-moving target. I'm going to say it's difficulty 5.
5. Okay. Plink. One success.
The light goes out because you just neatly right through it. Alrighty, and it is now darkened over that.
All right. Problem solved. It's dark now. Are you? And I look at the cage. Chicken.
No.
I'll start walking over.
Yep. Keep going.
Okay, you just start walking over. I'd like all of you to roll a 1d100 for me.
Woohoo! Luck jack. Or is it just not a luck jack? You just want to D1?
You will find out what it is.
Oh, there's mine. 47.
Mm-hmm. Next.
79. Finnegan.
I'm
Again?
sorry. What was I
Roll
supposed
me
to
a
roll
1d100.
again?
1d100.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Mm.
How do I do that again? It's R
Slash R 1d100.
/R1D100, no spaces.
Yeah. There is a there. Okay. So. All right. So Randall, you hear a clink, like a tink, like your foot just ran into like an old can or something, and you hear a soft clucking noise, and and then it fades after a moment. You rolled lowest. Your foot. And as you look down, your foot hit an old feed can.
Look down at it. Anything in it?
Ash. This is burned out old feed can.
It's ash, I guess.
Yeah, just completely. I'm trying to figure out because how to describe the taste of what happens when you actually burn corn all the way down. Because I've had that in my mouth before.
Tastes like burnt popcorn.
Okay, yeah, that's a good summary. Yeah,
I'll just kind of push it out of the way so nobody stumbles over it, makes a bunch of noise.
As you push it out of the way, cluck, 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 cluck.
Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear some clucking? Okay. Just me. All right. Well, come on. Let's make this worthwhile. Let's find something.
All right. Heading on. Still going for the tool shed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You get to it, and there is you get to the tool shed. It's a reasonably sturdily built tool shed. There is a padlock on the door. It's some old master lock.
Master lock, huh?
Yeah. Do any of you watch McNally?
Mm-hmm.
I actually specifically didn't put any points in larceny. I'm not a good thief. It's like
I have 3 points in larceny.
maybe why we're friends.
Yep.
Okay.
There's also this really cool guy who's been in town recently. He's got some good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Which one of those is that? The guy with the good stuff or the guy with the good stuff?
The guy with the really chill, like the Russian guy.
Oh,
My
we
mom,
know.
my mom told me to stay away from him. She doesn't trust Russians.
Now that's racist. All right, I guess I will attempt to pick the master lock.
Okay. As it is a master lock, I'm going to be asking, are you using a strength or dexterity-based picking technique?
Both work. Both are the same. I'm going to use strength.
So in other words, you're just going to hit it. For
Yep.
example, you could open a master lock with another master lock. Clunk.
Yeah, I'm straight out of master locks, though.
Yeah. Oh, rock
Difficulty.
works as well. I had to deal with it. People kept putting those like love locks on a one of the benches like right by the lake here in town, to the point where it was getting uncomfortable to sit on, and I just spent a while with a rock removing them so that I could sit by my preferred fishing spot again. Anyhow, so yeah, no, it just give me a it's a master lock. Give me a difficulty 4, larceny, strength, or dex, your preference test.
4.
Clink. Just opens.
These
This wasn't like this was. To be honest, it's probably more to keep the raccoons out than anything. And these days, anyone with YouTube knows that that master lock is not the way to go.
I'm gonna look down at the lock that's on the ground, up at Charlie, down at the lock, up back at Charlie. Wait a minute, are you the one who's been unlocking my bike lock and stealing my bike?
No, that's me.
In school.
I mean, I use it to write down to the general store to get some Monster Energy beverages during class. It's just really convenient.
He brings it back.
Yeah, I mean, I even put it in the same bike rack upside down.
You keep breaking the lock. That's the fifth lock that my mom.
Well, if you would just leave me the key, I wouldn't have to. Duh.
But that's not the point. The lock is to keep you from taking it. That would defeat the whole purpose of me locking it.
Yeah, and we see exactly how good of a job it does.
I'm just gonna look down dejectedly.
Could I get an alertness perception test from all of you?
Oh.
What difficulty?
Alertness perception?
Okay. So it's difficulty 6, and it is technically a competitive test. Not that it's that difficult to do it competitively.
I will spend a willpower to get an extra success, or to get at least one success. Oh, I'm glad I spent it. I have 1 success.
Yeah, I'm also spending a willpower.
Okay.
2 successes.
All right. So you all hear someone is coming. There's somebody who is running through the woods up the woods trail back in your direction.
Oh shit!
You hear them from a ways away.
Hide.
There's someone coming.
I'm gonna just kind of enter the tool shed.
Get everybody in, quick! Turn off the lights. I turn off my cell phone.
I'm gonna panic, and I'm just gonna kind of stand there for a minute, just kind of
grab him.
We both grab you by the collar. You in?
Pulled into that.
Yep.
All right, you're pulled. Oh my god! Just the timeline of all this is. So you're in there. You're in the tool shed. Are any of you like? All right, I want everyone to give me a. It's going to be difficulty 6 again. Stealth test.
Oh, I actually do have a little bit of stealth because it's how I hide. Attempt to hide from my bully.
I was just going to go attempt to hide from your controlling parents.
Stealth what? Stealth and what?
Stealth and what you feel would be appropriate to being quiet in a shed.
Ooh, okay.
Dexterity does work.
Dexterity.
I could see wits dexterity as well.
What is the difficulty?
Okay, wits.
6.
Okay. I am not stealthy, but I still have a success.
Ooh, boy.
I'm gonna let Finnegan's extra successes cover for the failure.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that if that's the case, since I was like super stealthy,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to like cover. I'm gonna throw one hand over my own mouth and another over Charlie's mouth. And then I'm gonna stare at Charlie wide-eyed, like I know. Oh no, she's gonna beat me up for this.
Oh, I'm staring daggers.
Oh, I should not have done that. Oh no.
All right,
And I just mouth at you, and I'm cringing, and I just mouth, "I'm sorry."
That makes it worse.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
just the Oh, you can hear crunching in the snow outside of the tool shed. Comes almost up to the door and walks past it. Crunch, 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 crunch. God damn, I missed my soundboard. I'm gonna fix that tomorrow. And it's just and a figure, just you can see, on the crack around the door, just includes the moonlight for a moment as it walks past. And all right, so you're in the tool shed. It's there's shovels, mattocks, hose, there's probably a pitchfork in there, and there's a like really big ass paper shredder. Like
Isn't that the one from the bookstore?
give me
Man. Hey, this is the murdering. Yeah, you're right. It is.
Can I do? As soon as they say murdering, can I have a lot of computer points. Can I identify what kind of printer copier this is?
paper shredder? Yeah,
A paper shredder?
sure. I mean, I'm just going to say you have enough computers that you don't even need to like roll for it. This is a full-on book shredder. Not only is this a full-on book shredder, this is like the book shredder from the bookshop that you were hearing about at school. Like, even you heard about this thing. This book shredder killed 2 people and put another girl in the hospital because it ripped her face off.
Oh no,
There's a piece of brace stuck in the teeth.
That's I'm gonna whisper to them that's the 1987 Canon book shredder. That was that line. The 1987 line was the worst line they ever made. It's known to constantly break and it snags objects. I remember there at least 500 deaths are attributed to that book shredder.
Oh, that's metal. And I take several pictures.
I'm gonna like stay as far away from that thing as possible.
My brain says to stay away from it, but no, I'm gonna go check it out.
It's not turned on, right? No, Charlie, stay away.
Like, do you think like the paper hopper is where it keeps the internal organs when it chews people up? Oh, I bet there's like a lung or something in there.
So we did this is the post-exorcism paper shredder, but that also may not have worked. So
It probably didn't.
Yeah, it probably didn't. Apparently we know the rank 1 ritual rites just by things, but so you know what, damn it, that's the challenge with having to work with it when I have to work on incomplete information. So you know what, give me a I know what I'm gonna do with this thing, so I don't accidentally create a time paradox. Give me a give me an athletics dexterity test while you're near it.
Both of us, or just
the people approaching it.
yeah? So everybody approaching. All right.
Okay.
Athletics and what? Sorry.
Dexterity.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Or you could give me an alertness perception test, whichever is your preference.
And I'm assuming 6 for difficulty.
I'm gonna say difficulty 5.
Okay.
This isn't very hard to do. Just have to not fall into the intake chute.
I am
Watch
not going to spend the willpower.
Oh my goodness.
3 successes.
I love that. What does it say about the luck in this group that it's fairly consistent? Oh my God! Did Jeremy pee on the game?
I see Charlie almost like tilting to fall in, and I'm like getting ready to like just tap him so he goes in, and I've got the camera ready.
I'm whispering at. I'm like whispering at you guys. You guys, this isn't cool. It's very dangerous. You stay away.
This is the definition of cool. This is why you will always be an outcast. Not that being an outcast isn't cool too. Huh.
Yeah, but he's a
You're
nerd.
gonna have to rethink this.
This is. It might just be the glint of the moonlight, but for a moment you thought you saw the shredder's teeth just twitch a little, but it didn't get going. Maybe it just got rattled a bit, or maybe it was just a trick of the light. Well, you get your pictures of it, you examine it. Yeah, it's an old book shredder. There's some dried blood on it. There's a fragment of brace in there. A couple strands of hair.
They're cleaning this thing.
And it's...
Well, cool. Anything else in here?
Well, there are the tools if you wanted to go back and dig.
I really don't feel like digging tonight.
No, hey, look, these pictures are awesome right here. I think I got what I need for my cover, but we still got to make some. We still got to make some filthy lucre for tonight. Is there anything valuable in here at all?
There are tools. There is a paper shredder.
We can't take the paper shredder. That thing is huge.
Yeah. There's only one set of footprints leading up to where it was set down.
I'm not paying attention to that.
All right, I'm gonna look around because if I can find something that's valuable enough for these two to feel good leaving, the sooner the better. So I'm gonna look around for anything that looks valuable.
I'm gonna look around for like hidden doors or like hidden panels anywhere.
Are there?
There's a hidden door to the tunnels underneath the.
Okay, give me a perception test of the difficulty you think that hidden door would have. I think by now Kat has managed to explore enough. She probably knows it exists.
I'm gonna say it's actually.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you when you turned away from your mic.
I'm gonna say 8 because it's really well. Oh, look, I made a success.
Oh my. Okay. Our lives just got much more complicated. You find a trap door. You do.
Oh, look, man, it's got like spray styrofoam on the top to make it look like rock. Oh, sweet! Check it out. It's like an old mine shaft down there.
Oh shit! Nice.
Okay, this is going so much further than I expected it to.
It always does.
I know. Partially because I'm not the one who made the area. I didn't even think about it.
Actually, by this point, there's lights down there because I think Kat's strung up.
Yeah, no, she's been lighting up the whole thing. If she is it obvious from the underside that it's like a hidden door?
Oh yeah, from the underside, no. it is also hidden from both sides.
So it's hidden on both ways. So Cat may not have found it yet.
Okay.
The possibility exists.
I put my finger to
gonna
my
just-
lips. It's like, hey, it's like electric lights.
I'm gonna roll a real quick difficulty 8 perception test just to see if she ever did find it. Okay. Not only did she not find it, she didn't even like alarm that section of passages. She doesn't think there's any way in from that wet direction.
Hold up. Those.
Oh, God.
No.
This is a very
This-
bad idea, guys. We shouldn't go down there.
No, man, those are like fluorescent lights too. That's like there's probably people down there.
She's probably running LEDs.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, those are like modern lights. I close it softly. It's like, nah, man. There's got to be something else around here.
Yeah, I'm adventurous, not that adventurous.
Yep. Yeah, you're not going to get to steal tens of thousands of dollars of computer equipment tonight. Nope.
You mean for
Yeah.
the 2 days we'll have it before Cat probably finds and kills us?
Oh, God. It depends on whether or not she finds you. This is... I'm sorry for complicating your campaign again, Bert.
Yeah. Them's the
Oh,
breaks.
dear.
Them's the breaks. Okay, so we're in the shed. We're not finding anything worth.
You're
Anything
finding tools. Like you found there's a chainsaw, there's a hand auger, there's a couple power tools in there. Things that the kind of things you'd expect to find from on a rural farmstead tool shed. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a half full gas can. Or a full gas can for that matter.
So do we want to break into the house, or there's definitely people in there?
Yeah. I don't know, man. How about the cars? Are there any cars out there? Maybe they got stuff in their cars.
I mean, there's that one car, but I think there's a guy in it.
There's also, isn't there the one? Wasn't it? What car did the party have? We had one. We had like a truck and a car.
Yeah, the truck was a beater, and the car was, I think that was Oak's characters. Or at least he was the one that drove it the most.
I think the car. I think the car at least would have been put in a garage.
Hmm.
I don't want to hurt Oak's car. So there is an old beater truck out in the driveway.
Man, that's not even going to have a CD player in it. That's useless.
Yeah,
Man, we
there's
came all the way out
there's-
here.
There's a toolbox on the back of it.
We
Ooh.
could- you said there was disturbed dirt there, right? We could, see what was buried there.
Nah, it's going to make a lot of noise.
Oh, that one is much further away from the house.
Mhm.
That initial spot. That's enough to require a second test to navigate the woods.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Part of the reason coming out here is it's haunted. It's supposedly haunted, but there's people living here now. I mean, we got some pictures. Maybe we should get some pictures of something that's spooky with us in it to prove we were out here.
Crunch, 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 crunch. There's something walking by again in the snow.
Shh. Turn off the cell phone.
Can I peek outside?
I'm sure you can peek outside. Oh my god. Yeah, you can peek outside. I just she rolled a success on the first one when she heard Finnegan scream, so she knows there's someone there. Can't fucking find him.
Probably getting super pissed and stomping about now.
You look out, and there's just before you can see the person, you can hear the grumbled, it might have been mumbling if it weren't for the volume of just profanity, as this like, this is the tallest person, let alone tallest woman you've ever seen walking past this just, jacked redhead, just in it's fairly warm clothes, but it's the kind of thing that, like, you'd go out, like, if you were going to go out, for a run in winter, that's the kind of thing that she's wearing. And you just hear it coming and going, and it's just this grumble of profanity. I just the worst, this strail, this ear burning, like if Finnegan's mother were to hear it, she'd combust. Stream of profanity. She just goes walking past. It goes and fades. She's
Ooh,
looking.
that's a new one.
I guarantee that as you are minors, you have learned new words that you were not sure existed before this moment.
I think we should get back. Definitely someone looking for us.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes, please. Let's get out of here.
all right. We gotta time this. If there's someone like a guard or something out there, we gotta time it so we're not caught. All right.
Hurry! Oh wait. Oh no, they'll think. No, people know that this was bought, right? Pointing at the paper shredder.
Yeah, they were trying to sell it forever.
Why don't we take a picture with it? At least.
Well, I got plenty of pictures of it, but it's not doing anything, and I kick it. It's just sitting there, and I kick it again.
Yeah, you're right. We should probably get going.
There's you hear another skitter, and you see a glint of eyes. I'd say that Charlie and Randall know that it's just like a rat.
Mm-hmm.
But Finnegan didn't see the earlier one, so Finnegan, give me a willpower test.
Oh no! What's the difficulty?
Gotta say difficulty 6. Just the standard. Okay, you manage not to cry out as this big fat brown rat just skitters across the floor.
I barely stifle another scream.
That they're just like shriek. This little squeak comes out of you before you just.
Who's closest to me?
Probably
Probably a bully.
Yeah.
I jump into Charlie.
Going to try push you off me.
The rumors that are going to go around about Charlie and Finnegan are gonna be embarrassing for one.
They're already. This is like Randall assumes that they're like an item, and they're just not like talking about it.
Yeah. Like there is a sure thing that everyone thinks they're doing it, and they think that Finnegan just has an absolute humiliation kink. Like that is the assumption. I'm not even sure it's incorrect at this point, given who it is that he goes to for comfort.
I'm just cringing, and I'm looking at you, Charlie, and I just keep mouthing, "I'm sorry.
Oh.
He doesn't even.
Or in Alaska, there's like 100 ways to die before noon here, and he's afraid of a rat.
I'm gonna kill him tomorrow. All right.
Yeah. Well, let's make sure there's a tomorrow, and let's get out of here before somebody finds us. Then this was like haunted house, my ass.
Charlie thinks for a second. The people here might explain the disappearances.
Oh, like they're like mob members or something? Man, there's been a lot of drugs on the street lately. Maybe it is like a mob thing.
Right,
Give me a perception test.
Oh, geez.
All of us or just one person?
You know what? All of you. It's difficulty 7.
Perception
Perception.
alertness.
Alertness.
Perception alertness. Yeah.
2 successes.
What difficulty you say?
7.
So 7.
Yeah,
2
you
successes.
still managed with 2 successes.
1.
So you all hear just faintly from inside something about you hear one word clearly of it, but something shouted in this just voice about Dallas. I remember the name, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did. Something shouted about
She
Dallas.
probably yelled, "They killed JR!
They killed JR! They killed JR!" You just hear you know there's enough successes between you guys. You hear, they killed JR! They
Oh,
killed
they're
JR!
definitely mobbed up, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we need
They're
to get going.
definitely mobbed up. We need to get out of here.
Yup. Quick and quiet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure the coast.
I'm just
First,
fearfully nodding my head like vigorously, like yes, let's go.
All right.
I'm gonna take a shovel for self-defense.
Nice.
Shovel for self-defense.
I'm gonna take a flashlight because it's starting to get a little dark and I'm scared.
It
Just
was
because-
already dark.
Just because it's metal, I'm going to take that gas can and fill up the chainsaw and take the chainsaw.
Just someone's gonna have to tell Barnaby her chainsaw was stolen. Alrighty. So y'all are leaving. Give me another stealth test. It's gonna be stealth dexterity test appropriately. It's gonna be it's gonna be another difficulty 6.
I am spending a willpower because I have no stealth. Okay, I have
And-
1 because of the willpower.
1 success, but the other 2 had 3, so I'm going to say that they managed to keep you quiet enough to, at least for a while, not immediately be noticed, because that really tall redhead, to use the lawyer's words, muscle mommy.
No, dude, she's
Poor
obviously roided
cat.
up.
What?
She's obviously roided up.
Yeah, just, oh god, she's coming. She's you managed just Finnegan and Charlie just managed just in time to pull Randall down into the snow, like just past you. You're just past the thing again. The cat goes. Right, you guys don't know it's Cat. The tall redhead. She sees the door to the shed ajar, and you just hear screamed out over the thing, echoing off the trees. Just fuck. Looks in as she just suddenly bursts into that building. You've got your chance.
Go.
I bolt as soon as she says go. I'm running.
All right.
I probably don't look good running either. I'm probably running like a little bit of
Give me all right, everyone. Give me athletic stamina tests.
I don't have athletics. Can I just roll stamina?
Yeah, you can.
She's definitely their leg breaker.
I'm gonna spend a willpower for this one. What's the
Um,
difficulty?
I'm gonna say, all right. So you're running in the dark through woods.
I got a flashlight.
Okay, flashlight. So I'm gonna say this is only yeah, it is dense. It is still dense snow. So I'm gonna say it's difficulty 7.
Oof! I am spending a willpower.
All right. Plus my
So,
willpower. That's
2
two
successes for me. Yep.
I'm gonna also spend a willpower for this one.
I've spent a bunch of willpower tonight.
You know what? Yeah. No. I.
What the hell?
Listen. The only thing that I can do is boy, can I run. I take back what I said earlier. I have been running from Charlie my entire life now. Boy,
now
can
you're
I
running
run.
with Charlie.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I
never did I imagine I would be running with my bully.
Wow, still 0 successes though.
I rolled a willpower, thankfully.
So 1 success. Yeah.
Dude, you're tireless snowboarding. You rolled 8 dice and you got nothing.
Right?
Yeah, because tireless would definitely have applied here, but no 10s. God, thank God you spent a willpower.
Yeah.
Now you just have to deal with the fact that Kat did successfully catch on to the tracks earlier.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And
She probably also has her scent now.
quite possibly. So I'm gonna say we're gonna see okay. Oh god, her legs are long enough to actually handle this kind of snow. Okay. All right. Even rolling that many dice with a specialization, she still only gets 3 successes.
It's that kind of day, guys.
It's just that kind of day, yeah. And she also spent a willpower, so admittedly. So you hear as you're running. There's a pause. You've got a head start. It doesn't really matter having a head start in this situation, because all of a sudden it's like you hear the crunch, and all of a sudden she's like at you. Like, there's just at the point where she is running up on you. You know what? I'd like an empathy, perception or wits or test.
What's the difficulty?
Empathy, wits.
She is transparent as fuck. It's like a difficulty 5.
No successes. Randall turn around and kickstart that chainsaw and yell out, "You're not gonna break my legs!"
I love
The fuck? So the other two would notice she just looks worried.
with 2 dice.
I scream when I see her. I'm so sorry, man. We're lost. We didn't know that. And I turn into just like a mumbling, stuttering mess.
You can't negotiate with drug dealers, man.
Randall,
I'm hiding behind Charlie, by the way.
You probably not hear me over the.
I'm gonna hide behind Charlie because I'm not entirely convinced that Randall won't accidentally chainsaw me.
Honestly, same.
She walks up. She walks up to all right, she's spending willpower on this, but she walks up to Randall. Give me a. It would be a difficulty 8 melee test.
Dex.
I'd say strength or dexterity.
Okay. Difficulty 8.
Yeah.
No willpower. 2 successes.
And she's just like, okay, so she doesn't just take the chainsaw from you. Though it's a really near thing. But she's got a good hand on it. Not like on the spinning part of the blade, but it's further back. It's long. She's just kind of reached past. It's like, put this down, please. Put this fucking down.
I let go of the chainsaw. I do some Krav Maga moves. It's like, no. I know what you drug dealers are like. No witnesses. That's your motto. No witnesses. I'm not gonna beg.
All Mikhail does is deals his pot, and that's legal up here. And she just tosses the thing behind her.
It's still on.
Well,
No,
it's
when your fingers
this is a fair. I'm
Oh,
imagining this is a fairly modern one. So if you've not got
Okay.
the little safety thing held down, that means you have both hands on it. It doesn't actually keep staying
Yep.
on. So it just goes. Whoop, good. Although it does, like they don't gutter and die like the older ones used to when you let go of that. They just kind of sit there going.
Menacingly.
Huh?
Menacingly.
Yeah, quite. Say, what the fuck are you kids doing here?
What are you doing here? Why are you in the
I
haunted
live
house?
here.
No, you don't. Nobody lives there. Just a crazy old lady. The witch lives there.
Witch? Arched eyebrow. Fucking crazy old lady, yes. Witch, no.
I
You
mean-
and your drug dealing friends killed her, didn't you? Didn't you?
No.
I'm sure she's a very nice lady. We were going for a walk, and we got a little lost in the snow, and we saw the house.
Yep, going for a walk with a chainsaw, sure.
Could you quit hiding behind me?
And oh, I'm sorry, but I don't get out from behind you.
Hold on, how mean do I want? Yeah. No, this would not be her first reaction, but it's one more time.
Really,
Don't worry, I had a boyfriend like that too. Anyhow, what are you kids doing here?
We came to check out the haunted house. And then we saw
Okay.
the cars and all you drug dealers here.
We're not drug dealers.
You said you were. You said your friend sold pot. Liar.
It's not. Oh my god.
Pot's legal, and I buy from Mikhail.
You know these people?
Her? No, I've never seen her.
Yeah, you'd probably remember if you did. I'm starting to think that his name. No. Anyhow,
So people live at the air quotes abandoned haunted house.
it was never abandoned. Esther's
Which
been
one?
in residence on the property for the full time. We just came in from one of her relatives to help take care of her, and because we also needed a place to live.
Oh,
Just
then
not-
what about all the disappearing people?
Look, that shit I don't know about. If you want, you can give me an empathy roll on that.
I have
It's-
no empathy. I'm not gonna roll.
I have some
Zero.
empathy.
You-
What's the role for empathy?
Let me just see if it's Cat saying this. So hold on, I have to do.
You said the old lady, the lady's name is Esther. That's
Yeah.
kind of a coincidence. My mom's name is Esther.
Your
Oh.
mom's a witch too. That would explain things, actually.
I mean,
My mom is not a witch. She's a very nice. She cooks really delicious macaroni and cheese. She even cuts up hot dogs and puts the hot dog in the macaroni and cheese.
I hate you, Charlie.
Okay.
But
I'd
You're
say
Charlie. I'm Finnegan.
so.
No, I'm talking to my character sheet.
Charlie Charlie can say with a reasonable degree of confidence, she does know something about the disappearances. but she also has nothing to do with them.
Yeah, it's not a local, but you've heard rumors.
Look, we're fairly new in town. We came in, just got called by one of, I know some of Esther's relatives, and it was kind of one of those, she needed people to stay in and help take care of her. I needed to not wind up having to pay for another cross-continent move. So, anyhow, so y'all need to go home. Y'all need to go the fuck home. And, there's really, like, this is not that interesting of a place, okay? It's just old.
No, you're lying. You're covering up because people have gone missing here all the time, and it's like historical. It goes back.
That is true. Also, why do you have the death shredder in your bed?
Because I work with old computer parts, and my friend thought I might be able to do something with it. But
Well,
oh dear
your
God,
friend,
I'm
Like
not sure.
sacrifice children to it.
Your friend isn't. I'm sorry to say this, but your friend made a mistake. That's the deadliest paper shredder that was ever made by the Canon company. But the 1870 or the 1987 model is the worst model. You should definitely just dismantle it.
Oh, honestly, I'm giving serious consideration to it. It's just that the thing is a pain in the butt to take apart, and I didn't want it in the house because of, the exact reasons that he thought it needed to be, taken apart and fixed. So yeah, that's why it's in the shed instead of, the garage. I hauled the damn thing out to the shed because it was easier, and it wasn't somewhere that we had to, park the car, and people weren't going past it every day, so nobody was accidentally going to get caught on it. Because it's a royal pain in the ass little piece of shit.
It's the 7 1/4 inch gear that's inside it that does the shredding. Most shredders nowadays they only use about a 6.5 inch gear. The 7 1/4 inch gear, it's just the right size that the gear can snag and it can catch.
Yeah, it also doesn't have the appropriate guarding on it. Look, I worked in IT for a while. I dealt with much more ordinary shredders that kept getting people's ties sucked into them because they'd take the guard off because they wanted it to do stack feed. It didn't do stack feed. It didn't. She goes on a 15-minute tear about morons.
And Finnegan is like nodding along with her and agreeing with her at several points. Like Finnegan has kind of found a little bit of a kindred spirit here in regards to like technology knowledge.
Yeah.
10 minutes into it, Randall just gets upset. Like, this is lame. The house isn't haunted. There's not a witch that lives here. There's nothing valuable here. And it's like, he takes a picture of Cat. Just people.
Oh, I'm also I still got the flashlight, by the way. Here you go. I'm sorry that I took this. I was a little scared of the dark.
Just
it's an ongoing dare at the high school for folks to come out here and show that they've been to the haunted house and they haven't been killed because so many people have gone missing up here. So maybe you should have an open house to the neighborhood or something so people know that you're living in here instead of thinking that you're like drug dealers that burying bodies in their sheds or something.
I'll talk to Mikhail about it.
Oh, actually, speaking of Mikhail, can you pass a message saying I'm running low?
What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie. God. How this is my night. This is my night.
So we have established the fact that Mikhail is dealing to teenagers in the high school.
Listen. In Mother Russia, the age of consent for drug use, specifically marijuana, we're not talking about the hard drugs, is 14. These children, in my opinion, are far too old. They should have been on this years ago.
Yeah, just doing a little quick Google. Marijuana is not even legal in Russia. They kill you for having it.
That's why he's here.
Why do you think I came to America? It is land of beauty and opportunity and friendship.
Hey, well, house is not haunted, and there are people living here.
No, a house is not haunted. There are people living here. Esther's okay. She's still okay. Nobody needs to. Y'all can send. You can all send the police for another wellness check if you want. What'll they do? They'll show up. They'll see that she's doing just fine, still bonkers as ever, and
Man, what a waste of a night.
yeah.
I could have already
Well,
been done with my homework, and I could have been playing Minecraft on my Minecraft server.
Dude, I put both my hands on your shoulders and look you in the eye. Dude, you know your mom pays us to take you out like this because I'm pretty sure she's having an affair.
What's the appropriate insight check roll for that?
I think that's empathy.
Would that be empathy manipulation?
Randall's not
Or would it
lying.
Randall isn't lying. I don't think Randall's lying.
That she gave me to pull you along tonight.
You see, I think that Randall is just telling the truth there.
But
Whether or not that she's actually having an affair.
Well, it's my supposition that she's having an affair. She definitely paid me to pull you out here tonight.
But then
Well,
wait, but you
Not
weren't the one.
necessarily here. and she's just
Charlie is
like,
the one who pulled me out here. I look at Charlie. Did you get paid too?
I pull out my 20.
I fucking wish.
Look, do you kids need a ride
I'll
back
have it
into
with you.
town?
You have been minding him more tonight.
Look, do you kids need a ride back into town?
It is
Let me
kind
take
of
his
hard.
tractor.
Yeah, we got a tractor parked out.
You gotta-
And I'm thinking to myself,
Track?
that's
y'all rode out here on a tractor. You know what? Nope, not my problem.
It's got snow chains on it.
And I
I
got
mean, it'll go over anything, but what? Why a tractor?
Because it's always
because my
had.
parents are. Can borrow my parents' car.
Look, used cars don't last long around here with all the salt everywhere. Like they chew through them so fast. Like you can't get a car for anything around here. They're expensive. Tractors, a little easier to come by. Oh, and
They're
you know, and all the
they're
fancy
also a
kids
little
with all
bit-
the money have the snowmobiles too.
well, the tractor is also one of the safer vehicles. The tires are a lot bigger, a lot wider.
Okay,
It also
you can-
drives slower,
Be quiet.
so we're less likely to get into a high speed accident.
$20 is not enough for this shit.
I wish I got at least $1.
Well, I
But
think
Didn't you take
aren't you guys
my lunch
dating?
money
Like I
today?
think his mom thinks you guys are dating or something.
Or not
I-
dating.
I get really red in the face,
You know,
and I just shut up. I don't talk anymore.
The cat's just looking and saying. It's one of those where she's looking. She's trying to establish: is Charlie just embarrassed by it, or are they actually not dating? And she's sitting there looking like and
Maybe a little bit of both.
It probably doesn't help that Finnegan is like as red as a tomato right now. And I mean red beyond like, hey, it's cold outside.
It's like, yeah, And she's just sitting there. It's like yeah, my first boyfriend was kind of like him. That didn't last long.
Oh, hey, do you have like a gun or something? Can I get a picture of you holding a gun? We can say that we like found this whole like a bunch of drug dealers moved in. It would keep the rest of the kids away.
Look, if it being haunted and having drug dealers here didn't keep them away and didn't keep you away, do you honestly?
We didn't know the drug dealers were here. It was just haunted. And then we
What?
saw your cars. And there's a guy out there in a car, by the way. Do you just stick him out there all night looking for kids to come by?
No, he's a creepy guy who's sitting out there taking pictures, hoping to spot Grandma.
Oh, see, so he's like a
Oh.
ghost hunter too. Like, hey, maybe he's
I'm
one of those
pretty sure.
professional
I'm
ghost
pretty
hunters.
sure that he's just like a pedophile, but for old people.
Yeah, he's into the old people.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just a creepy peeping Tom. This is cat bluffing, but
I'm choosing to believe you.
I'm gonna be honest. At this point, we know that he's into muscle mommies because he's the one who taught Cat the word.
And then Kat Googled it and quickly closed her laptop.
Cat Googled it and is like, 1, my type. 2, me? What the fuck? 3, nope. Of
Yeah,
course,
but if
when
you
it
want-
says Cat, when Cat says her type, it's a little broad. As we have established, Cat's type is a little everything.
So no
if you want-
guns, nothing we can take a picture of to make it like we were cool to be out here tonight. Because all I got are pictures of like, there's this owl that almost tore his face off. I got a picture of that. I got a picture of the shredder here. It's kind of cool, but there's no blood on it or anything. Kind of
There's
boring.
dry blood on it.
There's
Oh yeah, there is, but it looks like rust in the picture. It's not good.
there's some coyotes out on the northern end of property.
But they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to your chickens, by the way?
Fire. There was a fire.
Oh, also, here, you can have your shovel back. I'll just kind of like lightly toss it to you.
She just catches it and says,
I gesture for you to take a picture of the big girl you're gonna bury us.
Yeah. Thanks for the setup.
You just look of profound disappointment as she just, 1, that she fell for it, and 2, and she's just like, God, I am not gonna be. I'm starting to think that I should start a blog. I should start a blog just to beat the. Never mind.
Well, really,
All
if you
right,
want to
look.
keep people from coming out here, like you really should put out some kind of notice or something because this goes around the high school. That's what we're out here. Like people dare you to come out here all the time.
We put up no trespassing signs again last week.
Oh, those don't stop anyone.
Yeah, I think people take those down.
They do. They have been. They think that they think that the little trail that I jog along is part of the park service. It's not. I've had to go and relabel it 4 times. It's dear God, anyhow, look, I'll walk you guys to the northern end of the property, but get you guys back to your ride, your tractor. God, coming on a tractor to go trespassing for giggles. Yep, sure. I'm gonna have to just create like a setup.
It's called
The
street
number-
cred. Like this is how we get street cred, right? Going into haunted places,
Yep.
like not getting killed by witches.
Yeah. Going into an incredibly ordinary, boring place that just happens to be out in the woods.
Oh, it's not boring. I mean, it's really cool that you guys have like access hatches into like the old mines and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Access hat. Where?
Hey, look! Look! You did a good job. I mean, I just got great eyes. I saw it.
Oh, motherfucker. Where's the hatch? I thought I found
The
them
one in
all
the shed.
barn. There's one in the shed.
Tool shed, yeah. The one that's got like the styrofoam kind of rocky stuff on it. Yeah, it's really well done. I mean, Sorry.
God, you realize I've been running around trying to find all of these things since I moved in for like the last 2 months.
Why didn't you just
Getting
ask the witch? I'm sorry. What was her name?
Esther, the property
Esther.
owner.
Esther. Why didn't you just ask Esther?
Because she doesn't know where all of them are.
Hey, wait a minute. I heard somebody in the house yell that you guys killed a JR.
That she's watching Dallas again.
What's a Dallas?
It's a show that's older than I am. She basically watches it every night on loop.
All right, look, this is boring. Let's just go home.
Yeah, make sure that other people know how boring it is too. That'll prevent them more than anything scary. Would you believe that at the last place, as she's walking, guys, would you believe that the last place that I lived, there were a bunch of kids that just came out looking to spot a bunch of meth heads that were, up off, the northern end of the apartment complex. Just spy out on all this meth ring. Yeah, it wasn't a meth ring. It was just, well, then again, that did happen actually when I was living in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
But,
there's a kid at school that does that. He's got like a Twitter account where he just post pictures of like meth heads having whatever it is they do. He just kind of follows them around and puts. We haven't actually heard from him in a few days either. He hasn't posted in a while.
Dear. Please tell me he wasn't doing anything out around here. I don't need anyone else showing up.
No, I think he was in town.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you're not like, killing teenagers and burying them. So you're not responsible for all the people going missing. It's not haunted. There's no witch here. There is a drug dealer here, but apparently you know him.
Yeah. A lot of people know him. He does.
You could have told me. I mean, if a drug dealer lives here, then we know it's not haunted, right?
Oh, I didn't know where he lived.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God damn it. Now I'm going to have words with him about selling to people who are underage.
Oh, hey, now we know how to get a hold of him.
Oh, no. The next session opens. Whatever the session that comes next after this in the timeline opens with Kat yelling at Mikhail for dealing to minors.
Hey, listen,
I was gonna get it anyways.
I don't see. First of all, Kat, I don't see age. I only see money. Okay. First of all. Second of
Mikhail, that's how
she was going to be looking anyways. I could tell. I know this. I know these things. She was clearly looking. If I didn't sell her something that was good and something that was safe, the chances of her getting something that would have fucked her up even more, something that was tainted, are much higher.
And the Russian mafia is here, which means that everything that's not your supply is going to be laced with fentanyl.
Fentanyl is a huge deal in America right now. I don't know why. I don't understand where this fentanyl is coming from, but it is
China,
big
Russia,
problem.
and mostly China, Russia.
It is a big problem here. So I need to do my part, my community service, and protect the community against fentanyl.
Just please don't get caught selling to minors.
I mean, it would be hard to get caught. I already smoke and hang out with half the police force anyways.
Fair. They're on your pocket.
The sheriff, Sheriff Randy. Oh man, what a great guy. He and I we play poker and on Fridays.
There's probably the guy that used to be a marshal before the scandal, and that is the only one that is not in Mikhail's pocket because of weed at this point. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're at time. Kat walks them back to the tractor. It ends absolutely anticlimactically, which was by design.
Yeah.
It almost ended very climactically with 3 more kids disappearing, but you didn't go down the hole, and you didn't go find the koi shit pond.
I will
Thank
I will
God.
post on Twitter that a muscular drug dealer tried to kill us when we and
Yep.
bury us when we went to the haunted house.
Yup.
My mom doesn't let me use Twitter. She says that it rots my brain.
It does.
Twitter's a shit.
I mean,
Honestly, go ahead.
Cat's just sitting there, and it's like her thought is this: it's the of what is she going to put up on a sign to keep people off? The property is boring. There's nothing that's scary here. Esther is just old and doddering. We are live-in relatives of hers we're helping to take care of her.
guaranteed.
The
witch
legal
and hunting
representative
free.
is not on the property. I don't know where the legal representative is. It's just a piece of paper. There's a laminated printout that's been posted up near everything near the walking trail. Just covering her faces over the next day. Alrighty. Sorry, I didn't have it as well together today. I had a bunch of things set up, and I accidentally screwed up that Foundry world somehow. So, had to rebuild from scratch with a day's notice.
That's okay. We now know some of the teenagers that inhabit the town.
I wouldn't be
Yep.
surprised if they show up for another one-shot someday. Hopefully, when I'm on my ball.
And apparently, Mikhail has some more customers. I guess.
God, yeah. Mikhail has more customers. There's another door Cat didn't find.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, like, it's sooner or later, Kat's gonna just treat the local teens sneaking onto the property as like a test of her little alert systems. She's gonna need to get a better lock. She has a lock she has to replace now.
Oh yeah. Also recommend don't use Master Lock. They're garbage.
Oh yeah. No, I picked a really crappy lock for the reason of
It's what
making it
Esther
easy.
had just hanging around the house, so this got
Yeah.
used. Yeah.
No, Kat's gonna get an actually good lock now, especially because the murder shredder's in there.
Yup.
All right. Well, let's call it there for a night. We have fleshed out a little bit more of the town.
Yep. Well, to be honest, this is mostly an exercise in interactive world building at the end of the day. And me going, I don't actually know that much about this setting.
Yeah.
We could have fallen in that shredder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brando's
I-
definitely going to use the picture of Cat for his next album cover.
I'm very happy that we didn't fall into the shredder. That could have been bad.
Ironically, that's probably actually going to reduce the degree to which she is conspicuous somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one where it hasn't registered to Cat yet that just because she doesn't look like her doesn't mean that it's not making things even more obvious.
The album will be called Shovel Harder.
Holding yep, there's a very tall, muscular woman holding a shovel and looking confused on the front.
That's right. All right. Well, we'll call it there for the night, guys. Well, thank you for those that tuned in tonight. Those that you are watching this later. Yeah, so we're back hopefully to our normal schedule of playing some Werewolf 20th anniversary on Tuesday, some classic BX Dungeons and Dragons on Fridays. Every other Saturday is Cyberpunk Red. And Sunday Fun Day, where we just play random things. A lot of times they're play tests. But yeah, like recently. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now is a Kickstarter for Massacre Grounds, a 0-level funnel for Weird Frontiers using the Dungeon Crawl Classic system. It is funded, and we're trying to reach a stretch goal in the next 12 hours, so check it out. John, you got anything to plug?
Unfortunately, I can't do it. Unfortunately, we're off this week again, but hopefully we will soon be back on my regular Tuesday game at 3:30 Central on Party Wipe Games. And at some point, we haven't figured out exactly a time for the session yet, I will be running a Mandalorian Crusades era Star Wars game over there.
Ooh, which system?
Fantasy Flight Star Wars. I'm having to do some conversions into it to get all the appropriate equipment and ships that haven't already made their way over. I found a lot of good homebrew that people had already set up for them, but there's a few pieces that are missing. And I've been having to do some timeline research to figure out when certain capital ships of the Republic started to enter service. And I'm starting to think that that's around the time that the first Invincible class Star Dreadnought started to show up.
Cool.
So,
all right, Nick, Slumber, you got anything you want to plug?
Not tonight.
Yep, not tonight. We'll be back on Oak's channel on Saturday. Well, at least I'll be on Saturday for I believe we're going to be starting back up the old Grimdark at midnight Central, and then I guess next week is back to the usual schedule, right? I believe next week.
He's still out this week.
I'm pretty sure you said 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I think next week we're back to the usual schedule of Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and then whatever other days that I'm not aware of.
Sounds good. Well, I dropped his link there in the chat, so you can go check out Oak's stream as well. Other than that, visit Blue Magic, BLUMAGIK.com for about 16 years worth of podcasts and all of our social links where we play silly games like this. Yeah. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.